you. This gentleman's been waiting very patiently. I don't want to break your lovely... Okay.
Hello. Hi there. My question to the team, especially Andy, regarding UWP apps. I got a little bit of scenario going on here. I got Windows 10 running on my Mac via Parallel. The stock apps that is supplied by Windows team runs quite snappy, loads quite faster on an SSD because it has an SSD. I've got an HP notebook at home which runs on 5400 RPM hard drive. The stock apps and UWP apps especially, there seems to be experience a lot of jitters, take quite time to load. Why is this phenomena happening? It's not only specific to my laptop, I've seen it in other laptops as well. So the performance seems to be higher on SSDs compared to the traditional hard drives. Can you explain that for me? Does that have anything to do with asset streaming?
So I'm not sure I could speak on performance on particular hardware configurations. I mean, in a general sense, as you know, we're working very hard with things like .NET Native to make sure that moving on, with the current UWP apps, we're making sure at runtime we're executing native code. So you're getting the very best perf for that you could possibly get on the hardware where you're running. But there's nothing particularly in the runtime that's going to say, oh, we're running on this kind of SSD.
Oh, you're being polite. You're running in a Mac on Parallels. I'd blame the Mac. I'm just going to tell you, it's virtualizing all the access and all the calls. Why is running slow? If you can get that to run on a Windows device and the SSD and the hard drive are that different, that would make sense to ask us. But I think what you're really going to probably find is somehow it's Windows running on Parallels, running on Macs. Somewhere in that pipe, something is virtualizing and making it run differently. So I just think
okay, yes.
Run it on a Windows PC. I have not seen that kind of performance difference. Therefore, the only thing is in the virtualization technology that we wouldn't be running. The thing with that's underneath Windows, I'll blame the Mac. Or Parallels, pick your choice.
Well, it works
I haven't seen it on a Windows device at all.
It still works better, but I'm a PC user.
Have you tried it on a regular PC? I have not seen. 5400 is a pretty slow drive.
That's why.
So if you run a slow drive and it's big, it's going to take time to load it.
It is quite big.
So that's just how.
Yeah, actually the experience
Runs
came
for the
from
big games, man. They're
running
huge.
Quantum Break. I actually downloaded the game. I was quite admirer of the game. I've been following for quite a long time, but I had a more powerful hardware, but I still jitters. So I was quite, actually shocked to see traditional Win32 apps. The previous one, they ran quite fluidly. For example, the older games, they still run faster, but although they're quite graphic intensive or hardware intensive ones, the specifications are quite higher.
Yeah, I think there's no way we can diagnose why it's jittery. A lot of things, match drivers, virtualization, however you're going and doing that. We have seen, in essence, we demoed on stage at Build. We took, cutting edge AAA games. We ran the UWP, the Win32 apps side by side, exact same frame rate. Our Xbox team went, looked at the frame rates. We believe we achieved full fidelity throughput with UWP as well as with Win32, and they're in essence equal. We've seen no difference. The only time you tend to see a difference is there's some kind of driver issue. But and that's where, especially where some games cheat and try to match themselves to specific drivers and do some behavior that's different. And typically those things are very fragile. And with UWP, we don't allow you to match to a driver. But other than that, we've seen no loss of fidelity across it. And our deep intensive gamers have gone and checked it out. So we'd have to see the exact hardware to figure it out.
That's absolutely fine. Thank you for clearing it up. And Quantum Break is a really nice game, everyone.
Thank you. We just got the ad in there on the end. Well done. Gentleman down there has been waiting.